Hi guys, my name still remains Henry Williams. So I have this burden in my heart and I have these questions. I've been asking this question actually online. Nobody have given me a response and so on. And the question is very simple. The question is why God did not himself by himself introduces sex to humanity. Why did God introduce sex to humanity? And I begin to wrap my head all over the whole stuff on the questions and so on. I then come to realize that God himself, which is the all-knowing, which is the omni-knowing God, knew that sex will become a thing of the jamboree today in the world, will be a thing of abuse, will be a thing that will lead to death, will lead to loss of life, will lead to curses, will lead to damage. God knew that all of these things will come to be. That is why God by himself applied wisdom and did not by himself introduce sex to humanity, so that by this time people would now say, that's what God did. If not God had introduced sex, if not be saying now God one, this and that. But God by his wisdom take off himself from that part by not introducing sex to humanity, because of God knew that sex will be abused. Believe you me that sex is like akara. Akara now is more even expensive than sex. That both children, teenagers, youth, married, unmarried, is abusing sex outside the will of God, outside the plan of God. You notice that even children in the school, neighbors and friends, people can get sex anywhere, both on the road, in the market, anywhere. Sex is becoming rampant, and God didn't want it to be accorded to his name. That's why he had to remove his head and possibly use another means for sex to come to the world. So if you want to have more knowledge about sex, why God did not use himself to introduce sex, go and read the book of Genesis chapter 1. Go and read the book of Genesis chapter 1, read chapter 2, read chapter 3, read chapter 4, and read chapter 5 down. Complete the scripture, you will know